Hello, everyone. I'm Phalanges.
And I'm Dash Jack back with another review this time. Oh, wrong thing. Sorry about that.
This is not a review. This is the MouseCast podcast for the week of Friday, May 23rd. This week we're talking about a manufacturer tier list. Look at the inflammatory. I put Corsair in S tier.
The Racer Deathadder V4 was also clearly spotted, and Pulsar and made the Feinmann mouse, but it's coming back with a Noctua fan. Yeah, you can see it right there, right inside of it, which is it's unique. It's
It's
quite the thing.
something. So we do this every week, guys. So subscribe if you like this. Discord, link in the description below. Engage with us. What's on your desk right now, Daz?
I'm actually still using the RKM3 from Royal Kludge
Oh,
on my Heavy B Speed. Yeah, I actually enjoy this mouse quite a bit. I need to battery mod down the other one I have here, which currently looks like this, and also get some better skates on it. So.
that's good that you've been enjoying that. Um, let's see. What do I have? Oh, what do you have for a pad? Did you say?
Heavy B
Oh,
speed.
duh. Okay. Yeah. I've got I got a Type 99 XL Square Matcha Green X Soft. This is my only X Soft pad. Dude, I do rather like it. I got it. This is gross. The guy I bought it from, we met up at Micro Center. He had a bloody nose and he got blood on it. Like, so he was like, I don't know if I can sell this. And I was like, I'll trade you a Kaisona Uranus. And he was like, sure. So both of us were happy with that. I used Shout. Dude, this stuff Shout spray. Paid product placement, by the way, guys. No, I don't know. Friggin' worked like a charm. Just squirted it on, let it soak, washed it off with a garden hose. Easy peasy. Uh,
Nice.
Strider. Friggin' love this mouse. So, let's talk about our first bit of news. Computex was happening this week. A few things came out of that. New Asus Harpe Ace 2, right? So it's a still an ambi, but it looks like a little bit more of a refined shape, and we don't have the waffle the grooves here.
hmm Click height a bit higher.
Yep. The skates look better. I mean they kind of did like a larger skate on the front than smaller ones on
It
the
looks like
back.
pillow in that
Don't
picture.
they? Don't they
Yeah.
look nicely
Wow.
rounded? They still have
Yeah.
dongle storage, which I'm a fan of. They still have Bluetooth.
Like
Um,
subtle, classy dongle storage though.
yeah, I know. So here's the whole lineup. Ace Mini
Nice,
Harpe
nice.
2 Ace, 48
The weights are
grams.
like last gen Pulsar weights, but they're also very much acceptable. So
Yeah, I don't think 40. I don't know if you're under 50. I'm down with that, especially if that's including big old skates. Um,
hmm
I said looks good. Also, no more side grooves. Dead on arrival if $159 like the Keras 2 Ace was. I initially posted this and it got downvoted, and I was like, maybe I was too abrasive with that. But then people agreed with me eventually. Dude, I said so. I'm in a Discord chat with an Asus guy for like product development or whatever, and I straight up said it better not be priced like the Keras 2 Ace was at 159 because who actually bought that? I don't know. The
right.
Mars community here didn't. Maybe people in stores did. The Keras 2 Ace is like trending on eBay for like $60. So clearly the market will not accept. Dude,
You said that. You said that in the chat. What did they say back?
they just thumbs up emoji.
Oh, okay, great.
It's a marketing guy. He probably doesn't have control over
Yeah,
that.
fair.
It is longer too. Yeah, so this is, let's go back to the size. Yeah, so the size one, oh, actually can't see it here, but okay. Well, anyway, I'm eager for it. I hope there's a good coating because the nylon shell they had before, well, it is cool because you can use a fabric dye to change its color. The
Right.
buttons are PBT, that's why you can't dye those. Other than that, it's kind of a like soft feeling plastic. I don't know. It's not bad, but it's not good. I don't know.
hmm
All right. Anything else to say?
Nope.
Next topic. Deathadder V4 spotted. Better picture this time. So remember we saw this camouflage on a Viper V4 teaser, but this is we're saying as Deathadder. I immediately thought Deathadder because just this does not look like Viper here.
No, it doesn't. Yeah,
Um,
the hump is wrong. Yeah.
and the buttons are uh different sizes. Really sitting in that camo way razor with different colors. Yeah, for real. I'm trying to see. Somebody posted more pictures of it. Camera guy zooming in everything. Here's a close-up pic of it. I wonder if I can find better pictures of it from. Let's see, top from this week. So the guy who's using it is Liquid Twiz. Side looks pretty flat. I don't know. It
Second
looks pretty much the same, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a spec bump. It might just be a spec bump. Okay. Maybe they also go to bigger skates. That would be a welcome change.
I mean, the second comment on here was like, bro, it's the same stuff. Like, yeah, I guess definitely could be. Maybe it was the third one, fourth one. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I
That's a
agree
different post. My
on the
bad.
colorway. I guess we don't have a whole lot to say. I don't know. Do you have anything else to say? I guess I'm.
It's not my favorite shape, but I perform fine with it in game, not in aim shaders.
I think it makes sense for them to update it with the Viper V3 or better specs, and maybe they're testing a new PixArt sensor. I hear there's supposed to be one that comes out next year. And oh, wait a second, wasn't that in the doc? Oh, I did have another pick here, and then I thought there was something about um. Shoot, I'm sorry. I really want to find somebody. Oh, those are the only. Somebody said something actually somewhat insightful about the sensor. No, I guess not. Okay, then. I guess I'm mistaken. Somebody was talking about exclusivity. Well, I'm kind of. I would be fine with they keep the shape and it's just a spec bump and better skates.
It does feel like it's been a while for a
Yeah,
Deathadder, so
it would
yeah.
be smart if they dropped the weight, but I don't see that happening, especially with large ergos. I think that's large ergo enjoyers are also, I think, more heavy mouse enjoyers too. Okay, next bit of news. This one got mainstream attention, dude. Pulsar and Noctua collabing on the Feinmann. Brown on brown. I
You
actually
either
rather
love it or you hate it.
I,
Yeah,
I actually do like it. The photos that Pulsar has here. Wait, Pulsar uploaded just like a screenshot?
that's
Yeah.
weird thing. Yeah,
They have an eBay
undoxed.
notification.
Yeah, Jesus.
Um, let's go to some better pictures. So this got mainstream attention, dude. I know I watched Linus Tech Tips, and on their TechLink news show, they actually talked about it, mentioned it. Which is just crazy.
I'm assuming everybody here knows Noctua is well known for their very good
Oh,
PC affordable fans that look just like this
yeah.
colorway.
Famous for
So
the double brown and haven't changed. I mean, they'll have like some
yep,
blackout editions, but yeah, famous for this. And they're very high performance, so people, it's kind of like a, I don't want to state, it's like a statement piece, sort of, that you value performance over aesthetics. I don't know. Oh, I think it's cool. I think it's cool that it got mainstream attention. I think that's going to bring more eyeballs to the scene, which is always a good thing. Uh, okay, if you got a review sample from Pulsar, regular colorway or Noctua, which one?
Noctua easily.
Yeah, same.
It's just give me something unique.
Yeah, I actually
Even
do.
if it's a poop mouse
It is. The
or a
one
chocolate mouse.
the one thing I don't like about it, and I can't believe this made it into the pictures, is this fan here, dude. Can I zoom in?
Oh gosh, it's like broken.
Yeah, they it looks like to get it to fit, they had to like shave it down a little bit. I don't know, this just looks
Everything
bad.
about these photos they posted, there's something bad about them. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a screenshot and a broken wedge fan.
They did a very good job matching the colors. That can sometimes be tough,
Oh yeah.
especially with plastic versus metal. I mean, just like take a close look at your car bumper. The
Okay,
bumper's
so
really.
like functionally, this is meant to cool your hand, legitimately.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to talk about the fan in it. I don't care. Somebody on our Discord was talking about a gyroscopic effect, or conservation of angular
Yeah.
momentum, where it's the reason why helicopters have the propeller off the tail. It's because the whole rotating blades, the whole thing would rotate.
This could be a disaster for people like me with cold hands. Make me aim worse.
Yeah, same. I don't know the sweaty gamer thing. I don't know. I don't. I understand like greasy gamers, like hair grease and stuff. Skin
Yeah, like
oils,
greasing
lotion.
people's GPXs. Yeah, like
But
vengeful
sweaty.
GPX.
I mean, if you're sweating sitting there gaming, you gotta go touch some grass. I'm sorry. Okay, let's move on. Here's some
If you
cool.
really think phalanges is wrong there, let us know in the comments.
Oh no. Endgame Gear introducing the V2 lineup. Can I don't want to go. Is it gonna play audio? Yes, it will. I'm sorry, headphone users. And okay, you guys can at least see part of it. It's saying 11 liftoff distance settings, 0.1 millimeter increments, up to 10,000 CPI with 10 CPI adjustments. That's interesting. Motion sync up to 8,000 hertz. Baby little PCB. Look at that. Isn't that just adorable? One switch on the PCB. Hail dust proof encoder, 3950. Uh, that's a nice little animation. Total weight 49.5 grams. That's the
The
same,
current
right?
one weighs 50. Yeah, I don't know. This did nothing for me.
No. They do have a frost colorway of the. Oh, do they already have that though? This
It'll
that
be
you
nice and
can't see.
creaky.
Yeah. Um.
No, I really hope that they resolve the creaking issues on the frost colors because those were prevalent in the V1.
So, question. Okay, two discussion topics. First of all, you already said you don't care. I mean, should people care? Like V1 versus V2.
The average gamer, no. I don't think so. Same weight, 3950 is great, but like the performance is also already like god tier in the 3395, or the Purple Frost version had the 3950, a
Oh,
3950, not this one, but yeah.
yeah. Okay.
I guess the PCB being smaller, you'd think the weight would have gone down, or like I guess it could be. I don't know. You might know about. Does this help modability and like?
Who's modding a wired mouse?
Yeah, I don't know. If
Yeah.
someone in the server, I think, said they had to have it and they were excited, and I didn't understand why.
Okay.
But maybe correct me if I'm wrong.
And then the other thing is, did you see the DPI? It's only up to 10,000. Sorry, it's only up to 10,000 CPI.
Good.
Dude, same. I know. Like we talked last week with Pizogle on. You talked about like jitter, right? So when you get to higher
Yeah.
CPIs, there's such high resolution that even your mouse just sitting there on the mouse pad, it'll detect like inconsistencies and you have jitter. So they program in like smoothing, which is not what you want because it's an algorithm, it's not raw input anymore, but that's like
Right.
necessary at really high CPIs. And the like 30,000 CPI, who uses that? So I'm sure with drivers, like web drivers especially nowadays, companies have that data, right? On what CPIs everyone's using.
Yep. Yep.
1600, 3200, maybe the odd person who's at 6400. I don't know.
Uh,
Maybe if we get into like pen mice or something, then it really matters because I know like styluses and touchpads and stuff like resolution. I don't know. So
right.
yeah, if that just means now you don't have users using at 30,000 DPI and they hate it, then sure. But I wonder what makes a company decide to truncate like that because it's got to be. It's not a. It's the opposite of a marketing play, right?
Yep.
All right. Next bit of endgame gear news. Oh yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
What?
I'm already looking at the keyboard to prep myself.
Okay. Okay. So keyboard also from Endgame Gears, KB68HE 8K, 8,000 hertz polling rate,
Yeah.
Hall effect, separate actuation point, and RT settings plus SOCD. Okay, so that's
All standard.
Yep. Raisha silent magnetic switches. This is new,
Is it
right?
funny that I just automatically hate races because of their mouse switches, but their keyboard switches are completely separate. So
Okay, have you tried Raisha switches?
I have not. The silent is interesting because that could be very helpful for some people who want that. I don't want that at all. Like I want to hear, like I want my keyboard to sound good when I'm typing.
Do you know
I
what
don't
makes
want,
them silent? Is it an O-ring
I don't.
inside?
It could be, could
Okay.
be. It might be just the switch. I don't know. Try that
28
out.
gram force initial, 50 gram
That's
force
low.
bottom out. Yeah,
I
that's
like low initial force.
That's low. Full aluminum case, 65% layout. So you do still get a delete key and like page up, page down, and key and arrow keys. So that's cool. How about they have an Amazon page? How about MSRP?
140.
Um, 140. Okay, so it's cheaper than it's
It's
cheaper than
140 aluminum case. It'll perform pretty well, but like it's very gamer. Like it's just like it looks like an old Razer keyboard, basically. Like
yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
ignore the RGB. The typeface is fine.
It's fine, yeah.
The case is one way that companies differentiate themselves, and they've just gone with a minimalist aluminum. It's
Hmm.
unoffensive, but I'm not interested. I don't know. What do you think? You probably care more than me.
I would take a review unit. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm never gonna
Okay.
buy a keyboard again if I'm being honest with you guys.
Yeah.
At this point.
Well, for those plebs watching who do need to buy a keyboard, I mean, should they care?
If you're prepared to spend $140 and get a pretty good product that's not quite a Wooting, you won't be mad about this. It'll perform well for you. You can set it and forget it. But
Yeah.
there are better options.
Yeah. So speaking of Wooting, oh, it's a
Hoot.
okay. So Wooting also released or announced. Is it released? It looks like announced because it's a sign up.
Announced. I have a story behind that. I'll talk about it later. Yeah.
60HE V2. So changes are it's an aluminum case now, and we can see clearly here split space bar with a key in the middle. That's kind of unique. I have thoughts on that. Um,
That's optional. But yeah.
okay, good to know. So they say 3 years ago the original HE, yep, adjustable actuation, rapid trigger changed the industry. Absolutely true. They've grown a lot then. Okay, I hope so because you guys are gonna have to play catch up with other people now.
You guys notice though, 8K hertz polling is like the thing that these companies are updating their keyboards to have. It seems like that's just like, oh, go for a V2, give it 8K
Oh
polling, which that
man, dude.
does. People seem to think that is important for keyboards,
I don't think so at all. I
but
don't
I mean
know.
like relatively because you could play on shitty dull black keycap, but you'd be fine. Like you could perform pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know. I personally think
I do like
8K
all effect, but
8K hertz polling in keyboards. I don't even do it in mice, and I don't. And mice, it's so much more important because you're following a movement. Like I don't know. Whatever. I'm just a noob. Who cares? Full aluminum case, friction fit mount silicone standoffs, interchangeable strap, and no strap pieces on the side, so you can opt for not having a strap. That's
I think they
coolio.
gave more attention to the sound in this one. The sound in the Wooting 60 HEV1 after testing other keyboards was mid at best. So
Good. Yep. With
they have
that
many layers here doing the stuff and things, including an HD pour on sandwich.
HD pour on sandwich. Yum.
It's not even a Chinese translation. It's just verbiage I'm unaware of. So.
And bottom case dampening with a silicone block, acoustics, EPDM foam. You can swap it with EPDM foam, silicone block. Yep. Okay.
There's a Lecker Tikin switch. If you go back up a little bit there,
Yeah.
first close the bottom switch with 4mm range. I don't know. That's like a point 0.4 to 0.6 longer range than is standard on the switches I've been seeing. So, but
Okay.
I don't know much about that or what it like. You and I are mice people, not keyboard people. So
Adds a deep marbly structure to the sound profile. That actually sounds nice. Okay.
oh my god,
To strap or
I'm
not
just
to
gonna
strap?
pause to rant about the stupid words that they associate with keyboard sounds.
Yeah.
Every time I like say something in a video and the person's like, "Well, it's actually this sound," and I'm like, "I didn't know people use that word for sounds in keyboards. Thank you." Anyway,
Yeah. Keyboard community can get a little snobby. I don't know. They would probably say the same thing about mice, though.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
See, the start force on this switch is 40. The start force on the Endgame is 28. You will feel that. If you put like the 28 gram initial force on the lowest actuation, you'll accidentally press it more, and you'll just be floating back and forth with your movements.
Yeah.
So, which I actually like to have that and then
Okay.
tone it down a bit. So,
So if you guys are interested, y'all can sign up for notifications. I personally don't really care. Um,
if I got it and it was good, I'd made it.
yeah.
I'll just jump ahead to this now. I like saw this and was like, "Hey guys, will you give me a review of it?" And they were like, "No, dumbass, it's not out yet. We don't have any." It was legitimately Wooting's direct response to me. But let us know, and we'll probably send you one. So that's cool. I'd take it.
Huh.
I'd review it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It would be a good benchmark too. It's at least good to have a benchmark in the industry. Like we have Logitech and Razer and Endgame Gear as benchmarks with mice, so why not?
Yeah,
Split space bar. If you guys have not gamed on a split space bar before, it is really nice. So I have because it's split keyboard with a single space bar. It just feels so much more precise. I don't know because you're not bending this huge bar that kind of can feel like even if it's stabilized really really nicely, smaller key will just feel better. So
it'll
split.
sound better too. It won't be as hollow.
Yes. Yep. So
Some keyboards struggle with that.
and they also have another button here, which I think is interesting. So now you can use your thumb to. I used actually left alt with my thumb. Like I would use that in games for like. I use it in Battlefield for vaulting, for
I was gonna say
mantling
vaulting or
over.
sliding
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense on that. Yeah.
Anytime that you
Like
just
Fortnite.
don't have to jump, right? But now you can move your thumb to the right and hit something else here. This is a good move. So with
I get that
Wooting's
version. Yeah.
okay, cool. So with Wooting's, if you're a right thumber though, like I'm weird. When I type, I only right thumb for space. Maybe that might be too small. But with Wooting's, the gravitas behind the Wooting name, maybe they're gonna make this layout. We're gonna start seeing this layout more commonly. That would be kind of cool. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I think
It's usually because I place my thumb when I'm like using a mouse directly in the center of the spacebar, so I would be a not space by default.
okay,
Like I, so that
interesting.
would be it would throw me for a bit.
Yeah,
But
okay. Well, anyway,
anyway,
that's
we've talked
cool.
about this too long.
Yeah, let's go on to. This is actually pretty cool.
Shh.
Be quiet. The
Got to kill the
shh.
joke.
They have the Dark Perk Sim and Dark Perk Ergo. So be quiet if you guys don't know. They make
They
like
also make coolers, right?
they do. They make. I have a Dark
Yeah.
Rock Pro 3 somewhere. Dark Rock
What is
Pro.
going on with Noctua and Be Quiet getting into the mouse scene?
Well, so Dark Rock, they make really good stuff. Like Dark Rock is like
They do.
Noctua-ish level.
Yeah.
They're Swedish, German, something like that. Hey, they're
Basic,
German.
so I just have like a Corsair water cooling thing, but yeah, anyway.
Heck yeah.
Or
Um,
AIO.
I
Yeah.
did too until it leaked, and then I literally bought an air cooler, and I have it over here, but I'm not gonna pick it up. Uh, where is it? They bought. Oh, they have the Everest keyboards now too, because let me try to find Mountain. Yeah, back in 2022, Listan GmbH, the parent company of Be Quiet, okay, so they are German, acquired
Yep.
peripheral manufacturer Mountain, known for their Everest Core and Everest Max keyboards. Yeah, if you guys know the Mountain Malakalau, whatever it was called, mouse, if I can spell mouse.
Nice.
Yeah, this mouse
Nice.
that I did not care at all about.
It's a great mouse, dude.
Yeah, so they bought the peripheral brand. Oh, why would I? Why does it look like candy? Yummy. So here they are with their mice. So they have an Ergo and a Sim, and the shapes actually look
Looks like a
decent. Specs
Steel Series
are.
mouse.
That's what people were saying. I don't know. That's just because of the cable. I disagree with the Steel Series mouse look, but
The whole aesthetic, the like shape of the buttons is
does
what
it?
makes me think of it. And the side buttons. Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm. Okay.
Maybe I'm an idiot. I'm an
55
optimist.
grams, 100-hour battery life, 8K hertz polling, 3950, 32,000 DPA, Omron optical switches, PTFE skates with rounded edges, symmetrical shape. That's the same for both. So they actually are hitting the ground running with something good on paper.
It doesn't say what size battery, which could make the weight much more palatable. Words are hard.
Yeah.
If it's like
Um,
800, sick. Let's get this thing below 50 grams.
yeah, Be Quiet, the company known for computer components making a mouse and silent switches. So one thing is you guys got to remember too, like Be Quiet does not manufacture these, right? They'll contract somebody to manufacture these,
Yeah.
but again, they are going to be specifying everything, and these look like unique shapes that we haven't seen before. So that's really cool if they've actually
Cool.
gone ground up with the there being an ODM original design manufacturer, whereas OEM is original equipment manufacturer. So the OEM would be the factory, ODM would be quiet, assuming that they actually designed it.
Usually
Doing the research.
companies like ACO come out of the gate with a 10,000 pound mouse, so this is acceptable. This is good.
Hmm. Interesting. This guy
And then,
says
yeah.
typical Be Quiet pricing, €130 for the Ergo and Sim.
Oof.
No,
I'm out. That's it. I'm out.
that's too high risk, guys. Oh, you're new to the scene. You have to be 999 or under, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, $10 mouse. That makes sense.
So-
You said 999.
99. 99. Rival
Oh,
300, please. Okay, am I going off?
there's a picture of their WebDriver. There's a whole article about this a month ago. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Interesting. That's probably where you were looking at.
I'm looking at Kit Guru, but um
PCguide.com had it April 15th. Yeah.
yeah, okay. Let's go into the next topic. Corsair Scimitar SE, new release that probably only two people care about watching this podcast, but hey, there you go. I don't know what the difference is. Still $140. It's going to be heavy. Adjustable key slider. That is something cool about the
Always had
Scimitar.
that.
Yeah.
No,
Although
it's not. Mine
now,
got stuck in a bad position
oh
when it ruined the
really?
mouse for me. I couldn't
Rip.
get it out. Yeah.
Skill issue?
It is actually cool. I pressed so hard on that thing, I like broke my like fingernail like 2 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
uh,
33. Okay, Marksman S sensor. Just call it a 3950, dude.
it's a fine mouse. If the MMO mice, you buy a brick or you buy a heavier brick, so
Yeah,
pick your brick.
you still get pick your brick. I love the yellow.
1000 hertz.
Love their color scheme. Yeah, the adjustable slider, the typeface on the keys looks toyish. Forge Your
The
Legacy,
buttons on
sure.
this version look much more usable than the really crappy ones on the one. I don't know. Mine was like 6, 7 years old, so
Give us mice with transparent bottoms, dude. How cool is that?
I
Transparent
prefer
buttons.
the Naga, but
Yeah. Optical switches. Looks like
none of
these
them
are
feel good.
TTC dust proof here. It's a shame. It's like a good looking mouse, but yeah, skates are too small too. All right. Well, did they say
Wait,
weight?
go back down.
114 gram weight.
God dang.
Damn, she's thick. Damn, boy. All right. Speaking of thick
Those
things,
Be Quiet mice are 130 euros, right? So it could even be more in
yeah,
USD.
yeah,
Anyway,
and tariffs. So here we
buddy,
have Dare to You AE6.
I dare you to buy this mouse.
Yeah, no kidding. So, keel architecture, electric competition. Okay, so I don't trust this price, guys. This is like tariff pricing for us, and like knowing Dare You, it's probably gonna drop to like $50 over time. 3950 though, and skin sensitive coating. The black one has a little red dot. I like that. Omron light optical switches. Cool. Would it be cool if they did actually transparent like that? And this keel design, this is like what Logitech Superlight
Oh
does.
yeah,
This should make click feel nice and make it nice and rigid, right? So this is 59 grams, not the lightest thing around. It is a large mouse. And they also advertise, oh yeah, they have like a button tensioning thing. Improve the consistency of click feel. I'm always down for that. 20-degree angle we've talked about before. So maybe like less switch grinding feel. That actually could be quite nice. And oh man, give us these clear ones. That would be
hmm,
cool. Tens of thousands of human practical scenes. Okay.
I love it.
Yes, it looks, I mean, it looks good. It's pretty uninspiring, the shape, I've got to be honest. But
It looks sort of like the Ajaz AJ199,
yeah,
but
it
like
does, doesn't
lower
it?
height GPX
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah. The Dareu A950, I actually rather like that shape. It's like cross between a GPX and a final mouse, I would say. Like large.
Was that the right mouse I just said? 199?
Yeah. 130, sorry,
39?
139.
That's why
199
I
is
corrected my.
the,
Okay, yep.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, this is like a medium-sized mouse. I think this is probably GPX-ish dimensions. Anyway, you guys can go check it out. $86, hard pass for me. I'm on Opticals. If I could get this after coupons for like 45, I think I would. 40, I would for sure.
I'm feeling 35, but maybe 40. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like
Okay.
other Dare You products, so call me a shill. Oh, there was a YouTube video. Um,
There's a YouTube video for the Wooting as well.
yeah, well, there was the Splitgate link though, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Rip.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
this guy does an unboxing. I should have just shown this from the beginning, but oh well. Yeah, 59 gram weight. Nice, good size feet stickers though,
He's
huh?
got the exact same thing I have, the measure.
Heck yeah, calipers. Yeah,
Okay,
the
calipers.
the click feel on this has got to be good because they use pivots. You see that? It's like a hinge
Mm-hmm.
instead of bending plastic. They have these things here which will keep the buttons from wiggling left right too much, and the 20-degree angle they talked about. That's looking good to me. Yeah, buddy. Separate PCB too. Yeah, I bet you click feel on this has got to be nice. 500 milliamp hour battery at 59 grams. You trying to measure your face? All right.
I'm measuring something.
Uh, all
Fun
right.
story. There was one video where I started to measure a mouse, but I had accidentally zeroed it at like 20 millimeters. And I was like, wow, these measurements are shocking. And then I realized I was an idiot.
Whoops a daisy. All right. Next bit of news: the Wraith esports W1
We
took
don't know
years
what
of
this
work to make
is.
the ultimate esports equipment. Wraith W1 freestyle version comes with no side buttons. And this is all
Like
we
a
have.
back CXE with low click height, maybe.
Yeah. On it. And it looks, I thought Santali initially, right?
Okay. What's
Yeah,
the
a bit. The back
what
looks
is
like it
Wraith
slopes
Esports?
off. I don't know. I know nothing about them.
Let's
I
check
haven't
out
heard of
their
them.
main page.
Sure. Um,
Esports equipment
oh,
since 2021 from Turkey. Oh,
and I can't scroll. Okay, this is all I can see.
this is an FYI to you guys when you see this mouse pop up randomly somewhere.
Sure.
It
Okay.
exists, and they're from Turkey. Cool.
And Wooting knobs. Okay.
Ooh, I've been waiting for this one.
Have you? I literally don't care. I don't know. I'm glad that they have knobs
I
on their
don't care either.
keyboards.
That looks really stupid. Like I hate that aesthetic.
The
But
transparent or the huge knob?
yeah, well, I love huge knobs, but I don't like the placement of that huge knob. You know why I was excited.
Yeah.
Knobs get me excited.
Wooting at Computex. So hot swap knobs are actual game changers too. Yeah, I don't know. I straight up won't buy a keyboard unless it has a knob. I don't know how people live with adjusting Windows audio, like going down to the taskbar. Leave a comment
But
down
life
below.
goes on.
Yeah, does it? Not for me. My life stops when I have to minimize my game to adjust my sound.
You see, a Windows key, the game doesn't minimize.
What? Oh, if you're playing
I'm
full
not
screen,
changing
it
sound
does.
in game.
Oh, really? Oh, I tweak it
Why
all
would
the
you
time.
change during gameplay? That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Hmm.
know.
Tell us in the comments which of us is weird.
Yeah. All right.
Answer both.
Next topic, WLMouse Sword X update. So it's a new collab. All I care about is one, we get actual proper feet
Oh wow,
skates
yeah.
instead of this garbage that where the sword is going into
Mhm.
a stone, so you have a bunch of pieces. Dumb. And look at the dongle, isn't that cute? It's like a not a koi pond. What are these fountain things called? Um, something I don't know. I wish this was translated to Tencent. Okay, so it's a collab with. Do you know who this is? I don't know.
I have no idea. WLMouse X thing.
Sure.
Can you take a
This
picture
looks
of it? And
sharp.
I don't know.
I don't
It
care
does.
enough. We need to move on to the tier list anyway. But I guess this is an option, guys. Sure, why not? I don't even know how much it is. Or Sword X, not Beast X. My bad. Okay, yep. No, no problem, buddy. We picked up what you were putting down. Last thing, Splitgate 2 open beta official gameplay trailer, dude. So did you play much of Splitgate 1?
Not really. I played it on two separate occasions for like 2 days. So
I
the
got
concept was
into
always good. I just had no one to play with. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play with you because I got into Splitgate 1 for maybe a month or two. Incredibly high skill ceiling because it's, if you guys
Oh
don't
yeah.
know, it's like Halo. So you have your power weapons like snipers and rocket launchers, but you spawn in with, your battle rifle or your assault rifle, SMGs and such. Power weapons like shotguns also, a pulse rifle. So it's like Halo, Quake, you have all these different aiming styles, but there's portals, obviously. So because of the portals, it makes kind of like Fortnite, how you can be. Fortnite, I don't think, if you're mechanically gifted with a mouse, Fortnite, you won't benefit from having great aim in Fortnite versus something like a hit scan game like a Counter Strike, right? Because there's spread, there's uh, uh,
The
recoil,
movement is the key in Fortnite, really.
movement. Thank you. Movement is the key
Movement
to
demons.
being,
Yeah.
yeah. Splitgate
Aim is
is
very important, but yeah.
Splitgate is much more like both are equally important, which is
Nice.
makes it incredibly high skill ceiling, intimidatingly so. Um, that was one of the reasons I stopped playing it was I joined a Discord and like a pickup game Discord, and they were all so good, and I was like, if I want to get good at this game, I'm gonna have to literally devote so much time, and even then, I won't be that great.
Like the hammer there. That's cool.
Yeah, gravity hammer. So I don't really know what Splitgate 2 changes. Is it just kind of a refresh? Um, maybe that's
I
part
literally
of.
picked up Splitgate late in its life cycle, and like 2 days later, they were like, "Yeah, that game is dead." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll just stop playing then. Thank you.
Yep,
Cool."
that's a bummer. So they say like successful business people will be, it's yeah, sure I had a good business idea, but I also got lucky. I think game launches are a bit of that too. You need to hit the hype, you need to hit the cultural desire for it just at a lucky time.
These days, even if you do that, you can absolutely pop off for gameplay numbers, but then those games still die eventually.
Yeah,
Like
X
nothing
Defiant.
seems to live. Yeah,
Um, what was the Battle Bit?
yeah.
Fall
Is that
Guys.
fully dead?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's tons.
That's why I keep playing Fortnite. It's gonna be there.
Yep. So anyway, check it out, guys. I don't know how much money it is. Splitgate 1 was free. Open beta
This
starts
is
tomorrow, so that's today, Friday, the 23rd. Cool.
yeah.
Well, right on. I'll play with you, Daz, if you want to download it. Okay, finally the part I was looking forward to the most, our tier list, my guys. So first of all, I need to, can I reset this? Okay, well first of all, I just spammed this
Oh my gosh.
to
Yeah.
bother everyone. I don't know why it used to be alphabetical, but now it's all messed up. So whatever. Um,
What's that left and great there?
this is Mamba Snake. I know that's a terrible. No, sorry,
I
Meshin Nike. Meshin Nike.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
All right. They're
Meshin
making
Nike.
fours too. Yeah.
So I'm gonna put a link to this in the description below, guys. You are welcome. We encourage you to follow along, make your own tier list, and you can share it and tell us how wrong we are in our Discord. So, Daz, are you ready? Here we
Yep.
go.
I'm giving this zero thought before we got into it. So
I
let's do
know,
it.
same. Okay, Ajaz. Okay, maybe no, no.
A at best, but like I'm never gonna buy another AJS mouse after the 179 V2 was literally a poop mouse. So
But I think the 139 that I have, like this is a banger of a mouse for like 25 bucks. Yeah, they would be no if they were like $40 mice, but they're not. They're like 25 bucks and they're available on Amazon with free returns.
yeah, I bought that 159p and literally never even plugged it in. It felt so not good. So
Oh, really? I still like mine. Alienware, I'm gonna go no.
no.
I don't. Are they e-waste? I don't know, dude. The Alienware Pro mouse, I brought it up on Piezogal head.
Oh, I forgot e-waste is an option. They might be
Yeah, they might be, dude, because the Pro launched at like $159, I want to say. Alienware Pro mouse.
$90 now on Amazon. No one's paying that.
Yeah, launched at 150, my guy. And it had,
Probably a no.
yeah, it had, I mean, it has a top tier sensor, so I guess it's not e-waste, but it had
Yeah,
like motion latency, Piezogal said.
yeah.
Asus. I don't know. Personally, I think they're kind of overpriced.
Oh, okay. Or
Okay.
good are the options here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go okay because they're really not a good value. I guess they're available in a lot of places. ATK, dude. Uh,
Great.
personally, for the value proposition, I am tempted to go S tier, but I'll go great tier for now.
I say great just because of their, as I've been saying in my videos, Chinese soul-sucking clone business. But like,
Yeah, that's true. I know like the
but they do it
Z1
very well.
didn't really hit for me. The skates like aren't all that great, but it's a $50 mouse that's like really lightweight, Omron opticals, good performance. Oh.
Before we go forward, how exclusive is S tier? Like, do we want three S tier
Let's see.
companies?
We
Like,
can we can revisit. Yeah, we can
we're gonna
revisit.
reevaluate great and S at the end. We're
Yeah,
wishy-washy.
yeah. Attack Shark S tier. No, I'm gonna go. I think they're better than
It's between good
Ajaz.
and okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the R5 rubbed you wrong, but they do still have
Well,
good
it's still good
releases.
though.
Like the
Yeah, I mean,
R2, the
even this
R5 is
like the X3 and the X1 are good for what you're paying
price.
for.
Yeah.
They're not good mice necessarily.
Aula, I'm gonna put in e-waste.
E-waste, that mouse I had was poop.
Yeah, the one decent Aula mouse I have here, it's just incredibly forgettable. It's just like a GPX clone, and I don't
Yeah.
know. The skates are not great on e-waste.
I'm maining a keyboard though, even just
I know,
for
it's
now.
so weird.
Yeah.
Cherry Extra Fi. This is a weird one. They have really good tech power-up reviews. Cherry Extra Fi, if I can spell it.
And like unique shapes.
Yeah, like good coatings. Um,
Did he give it the double whammy here? Just
pricey
highly
and
recommended,
side
not an
buttons.
editor's choice. Okay.
Yeah. High price tag, but good performance, unique shapes. Their weights are not insane. They're good. They have good coatings. My main beef, I think, is the price. And the stupid
They're good.
side USB charging.
They're good.
You would say good? Okay.
Yeah.
Cooler Master. Oh, RIP, dude. Such a
Yeah, Rip.
good um
Do we need one more category? Dead.
dead. Yeah. Uh I don't I'm gonna say
Their mice
okay.
were okay when
Yeah,
they made them.
I
The
know.
MM712 was kind of good. I also liked the weird fat finger pinky rest mouse
Yeah, the
that had
MM720.
yard tile frenzy in. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
this guy. I'm gonna go okay.
Yeah.
If you guys like one of their goofy shapes, try them out. But in 2025, there are better options. Still, the MM712. This thing was 49 grams back in like 2022.
The 3370s, right?
Yeah, but they still perform well
Oh,
according to
good.
Pisogal. So, Corsair, dude,
If you're trying to be competitive,
the
no,
fake
no.
2K hertz polling rate, dude, and the ridiculous price tags. I'll go
They're
no,
still
no.
usable, right? Yeah,
They're
like
still
it's
usable, but
borderline.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I would rather use this WLMouse over any of those Corsair mice.
Well, then they're e-waste then.
They
Are you
do
sure?
have okay. They do have the M75 Air, which I actually am a fan of. Okay, I'm good with no no.
Yeah.
Look elsewhere. Dare you? Okay or good? What do you think?
Okay.
You think
I don't
okay?
like their e-mice.
No, you think? See, I kind of do like
I
them.
mean, the A950 Air was good,
Yeah.
but like, what other dare e-mice are good?
The full size A950 is a nice mouse. Not the
Is it? I've
magnesium
never
one, just
tried
they're
it.
too expensive.
Yeah.
Think like uh, I would put them a step above like a Darmo Shark, but not much of a step. Yeah.
They're
Let,
probably good.
okay, I want to
Thermal
do good
Shark
for
is
now.
okay.
Darmo Shark, yeah, we'll go okay.
Sorry to spoil
Um,
it. Yeah.
yeah, their recent releases like the N5 is good, and I want to try their new X3 or X. Sorry, whatever they're with their red ones with the nice coating. Um, Deluxe, I think I'd also put okay.
They're okay. Yeah, the M900 Mini was good. The M800 Mini readers were theoretically live 7 minutes ago, but I don't know what time zone it was. Heads up. So
Okay. Uh,
that's the Viper Mini shape. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
they're okay.
their
They might
recent
even like they could get to good if they
they
continue
could.
trending like yeah,
Thank you, because their recent releases, Darmo Shark
yeah.
N5 and the new X3 Max Pro or whatever, and the newest Deluxe stuff, like the new M900 Mini, the M800 Mini that's coming out. Those are the M900 Mini. I would straight up put in great tier. Um,
It's good to great. Yeah. Hmm.
okay, I might want to revisit these. Endgame Gear S tier.
Yeah.
That's an easy one. Unique shapes that are really good, proven performance, price tags that are not, they're a step below a Razer or a Logitech price tag, but perform just as well.
And God tier customer service.
Yeah.
Every story you hear about them, really, really good.
Yep.
Yeah. They are the standard.
Ewiaden, I don't know enough about.
The S9 Ultra is good, but
You would
you have
say so?
experience with their other mice.
The
That
X,
one mouse is good.
the
That's all I've got.
X21. Okay, the X21 was also good. I don't know. I
Was
just
it good?
for
They were very good
3311.
to work with as well, but like I
Okay.
can't speak beyond that. I don't know about the longevity. And are we just copying shapes across the board there too? Like this
They
mouse is awesome. I
are.
used it at work all day. Like, look at that colorway.
Oh yeah.
Like
Okay.
it's a Viper V3. Like
They have the new A5. So I did try
I
their
almost
X.
ordered it. Yeah.
This was the one I had. It was 3311 for only like 19
Okay.
bucks. Banger of a mouse for $19. But like really good build quality except for the stupid skate design on the bottom. This stupid dude, look at that. Look at this skate design. Um we can do good.
Is good too nice? They're
I
like
think so.
it's right in the
I want
middle.
to pair them with if we're, I want
Deluxe.
to
They're
pair
like
them
the
with
same.
Deluxe and Dharma Shark, yeah.
Yeah, they're trending in a very good direction.
Fantech. It's weird. Fantech has like really good
I've never
performance,
used a Fantech outside of the Helios.
but they have weird releases. I'm gonna go
Helios 2 Pro
okay.
S is great, but like
Yeah.
the other mice are okay.
I
Does
guess
that make them good?
they have a lot of stuff that's heavy.
They
X-
spawned T-Evolution for us, so I like them for that. But
I do have T-Evolution as a separate. This is a really good mouse by them. It's like an IntelliMouse Super Mini. It's
oh,
just
okay,
kind of heavy, and it's like really good performance too.
maybe they're good. I don't know.
I'll
But
do
then
good for now. They do have good customer service. Um,
okay,
Final mouse. This is a
E-waste.
controversial one. I know. Um, they have industry leading perform. They literally have S tier performance.
Their S tier are great. The price would bring them to great, maybe, and their batch ones, but like they're also just their final mouse, so
And the
they're great at
QC,
worst.
people complain about their QC too.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's mad about that. People might rate them lower just to hate the final meme, but
Yeah, I'll say great because you cannot argue with their performance. Personally, I use a WLMouse over one. Okay, I'm not
yeah,
drinking any Kool-Aid. I recommend WLMouse over them. Glorious. Okay.
they're still okay.
Yeah, I don't
People
think
might be lower on them. I don't think you should be that low on them. Yeah,
no people poo-poo on them, but they have good performance. Gravistar, no.
E-waste.
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 You think so? I don't know if
I
they're
despise their aesthetic, but they might be a no-no. I don't know. Do they have a usable mouse?
their
Do they
most
perform?
recent one. Their most recent one is Mad Shrimps has a review. Yeah, their new M2 or whatever is sorry, Pro is much more it's a much more usable shape. Uh,
I just want to melt it down and flush it down my toilet. I don't know.
yeah, this has like more normal sides. I'm gonna say no because unless
Okay,
you're that
that's
one
fine.
person out there who really wants that aesthetic, sure. G Wolves, dude, G Wolves is another weird one. They're like
They're
Final
great.
Mouse. Yeah,
This HTX Ultra is great. They've always been like pushing boundaries,
with weight.
weight, and they
Th-
have great shapes.
They
I
have
don't think they're S
consistent
tier because you have to hide your mom. But
and
in the video today, in Bordy's like pyramid iceberg video that was like forever long that I watched. He like talked about he like went to some bar with Jim when he was in like Japan or something. Or yeah, like he said he had a different perspective on Jim because he met him in person. But
interesting. Okay.
anyway, I do like G-Wolves.
Yeah, I agree. You can't disagree. They have great performance too. So,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
yep. HyperX.
It's a no-no these days.
Yeah, possibly E-Waste
They didn't
because
remaster their mice. Remember, they announced that like a few months ago. We covered it.
but
Those could be okay, maybe.
yeah, but
We didn't see the rest.
their original like haste and stuff was I would say okay tier, little heavy, kind of small
Yeah,
skates. But then the haste 2 had like terrible motion delay and stuff. Good shapes though, bad weights
yeah.
also. I'll go no for now. Incot, I would say good. Great
Incat,
maybe? You have more
Incat
Incot
good.
experience. Good.
Incat good. Yeah,
Incot
yeah,
good.
yeah. Incat's very good.
Keychron. I think Keychron
I've never used Keychron. They're okay or good, but
they're they have unique offerings. I'm gonna go good because they are different from what everyone else is doing. Keychron Tech Power Up. I wonder if Pizogal has any um, mice reviews. No, he does not. Okay, well that's a question mark then. Kaisona. I would lump these also with Gamo Shark Deluxe. I think Kaisona, I probably like them more than some of these other guys, but
they're because they're an OEM,
yeah.
they get a boost,
Yeah,
but
we
they're
can go
not
with
good.
Kaisona. Why, you don't
Are
think
they?
so? I don't know.
We should have had a goodish. So many companies are
I know.
goodish.
I specifically did okay because I knew this would get saturated here.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna leave them here. Okay, Lamzu, great. The recent releases, I would want to say S tier. Maya X, Thorn. I haven't tried an Inca, but you have.
Ink has actually got clicks that are similar to the MyX. They're a little less. I don't know. The ink is interesting, right? Because like if you look at the bottom, like this is a Skyrox bottom. They closed it up. It's got the same button layout as a Skyrox
Sure
mouse.
does.
But the coating is good. The shape is good. The QC is good. The clicks are good. If is Lamzu in consideration for this is one company you could use for the rest of your life? Yes,
Yeah.
it's S tier.
Yeah. Yeah, I just know their older releases, like the original Atlantis, it's just very dated, but I guess that's just everything was dated back in 2022. So, Lenovo, you haven't tried any Lenovo mice. I have. I have the M5X. This is actually a pretty nice little mouse, and I also had the M7 or whatever. They're no-nos. They're available on
Okay.
AliExpress. You guys don't have to care about them. Logitech, here's an inflammatory one, huh? Where does Logitech go? So They have a
You're
huge
thinking about them as a whole. Go ahead. They have a huge selection of mice. You're right.
they have a huge they're a real stalwart in the industry, but does that make them amazing? Like if we go to Tech Power Up Super Light to Logitech, I don't think he gives it any awards. Like the price is not attractive. Main buttons can be hit or miss. That's true. Some people like the heavy new opticals. Lackluster side buttons, very true. Excessive jitter, okay, again, probably don't care about that. Pricey. Feet suck. Yep.
Huh.
And
Yeah.
no awards. So I kind of stand by that. It's
Should we
not.
pause for thumbnail? Put Final Mouse into the e-waste and then be like,
Haha.
I'm just thinking thumbnail out of the blue. Anyway, good.
Logitech, I'm gonna go
Any
good. They're definitely better than okay.
that's inflammatory. Yeah. Huh.
I'll
I've
go
never thought
good.
about it before. Yeah.
I'll go good. Masha Nike, I'm gonna go no. I don't think they
Yep.
make anything that's
Nope.
noteworthy. Mad Cats. Wait a second. Oh, this is. I was confused with Mad Lions. Mad Cats. This is like the rat mouse.
This is no or e-waste.
It's this stuff, guys. You
Oh, this is
remember all
e-waste.
this?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are people who swear by it, but yeah, let's meme on them.
I'm
Put them
sorry
in
for those people.
e-waste.
Yeah.
Sorry. Mad Lions. They only have like one mouse, but I would literally say
It was great.
it was a very good mouse.
They're an extension of ATK, so great makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Okay. M chose great. I would go great. I would. M chose is one of those manufacturers.
Yeah.
I would be okay with. If I had to only main M chose mice forever, I think I'd be okay
Yeah.
with that.
That's why ATK isn't great. Yeah.
Yeah. They consistently have good click feel with Omron opticals. They have low weights consistently, good prices. There's not a whole lot to hate, I think. Even their older stuff, like the M-Chose A5, which was their like original claim to fame. This is a GPX Mini that we were all asking for, and it was done well. Good
It was good.
skates, good
Yeah.
buttons, good side buttons.
There's a V2 now, so
Yeah. Monk. Okay. I have like two Monka
okay.
mice,
I
and they're
have no
fine.
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MSI. I'm gonna go no
No
because
or e-waste. Yeah. What do we got for mice here?
I'm thinking darn near e-waste. I think they have like a
Ooh. Do
couple
they even have a
good.
wireless
They
mouse?
do. So like the clutch, they have like the clutch series, right? Uh, and these are like decent, like in terms of shape, but they're heavy. I don't know. Maybe
Mhm.
they are e-waste. I
I
wouldn't.
think so.
Okay, sure. Ninjutsu, great. They don't have a lot of mice though, but yeah, the
Are
Sora.
they?
I would say so. Yeah,
My Sora V2 I have right now is terrible. Like it's
really.
degraded into just a creaky disaster. Yeah.
I think they were pioneers with really making the
I guess
rear
I don't
hump.
have context behind after before the Sora, so
Yeah. Um, well, I'm okay going good. I do think they're a step above. I would definitely call them a
they're
step
above all those
above.
companies and good though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
NZXT.
No.
I haven't tried one. Yeah, I'll go no. Filena. Well, the original S450 was a great budget mouse, but then the new one you have is maybe okay. So we go.
It's good. It's overshadowed by Cyrox. Okay, and those are only two mice. Yeah,
I'm
they're
gonna go
okay.
okay. I'm gonna clump them
Yeah,
in with these guys.
that's fine.
Pulsar. Pulsar, I do think
Great,
is. I would say so.
good,
They're a
great.
little
I think they're
heavy,
great.
dude. It's only a
Yeah,
matter of time that
not
the
the crazy light though.
crazy. Have you tried one?
No, but it's. I mean, it's super light. So.
I've tried. They have a display one in the Micro Center by us. Yeah, it's a really good mouse.
Everyone who's
Um,
used it has been like, "Wow, this is what we wanted." So yeah,
yeah, I'm just waiting on the X2H version. So they're another company that you could just only main Pulsar mice and be pretty okay. Little
that's true.
heavy, little heavy.
Yep.
Ponage. um, gosh, they're so expensive. They have some cool stuff like the sensor position and the carbon fiber and the colorways. Daz,
And the bottom that feels like a piece of paper on this mouse.
are they a no-no?
No, Wow, this is
This
this
is
is bad. I
tough.
feel bad
I
for
know
Carnage.
we need a. It's a shame because they do
They should be
innovate.
great,
Yeah, but they
but they're not. I
the price tags too, dude.
think okay is the worst they go.
Do you
The
want to go
mice,
good?
if you get a good, if you get a QC, like the mice is good. I can't talk.
How's their customer support? Do you know?
I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, next is Rapupu. I would
Poo-poo.
again, I
They're
would,
okay.
I would say they're, yeah, I agree. I think they're better than these guys. They have good build quality, a little bit heavy. Some of their new releases, like the VT7, I do
You
want
put
to
them in
check
good.
out. Yeah, that's what I did.
You have more experience. I've never actually plugged up for Puma scenes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they're good. Their old VT9 stuff, this is dumb. Well built, but like stupidly small side buttons. Scroll wheels feel so nice. But their more recent stuff, I haven't totally tried, but I have high
Okay,
hopes for. So I'm gonna say good for now. I do think they're a step above. They're a little pricey though. ROM, I would also say good.
they're good.
Possibly, if their weights were lower, I would go great.
Took the words out of my mouth. Yep.
Yeah, ROM is I think underrated. Razer, I would go either great
They're
or
great.
S tier.
Right? Are they just great?
I
Ah,
don't know. They might be so think they've consistently had really good performance. Their software's stupid. But they do have some unique features like the polling rate game detection and acceleration built in.
the
Uh,
customer service is just hit or miss. It's really
is it? Their
because they're such
price
a big
tag
company.
their price tags are high. But everything they put out is very good quality. They have great coatings, they have decent skates. They're definitely better
If you're
than
gonna
Logitech, I would say.
if you're gonna main them for life though, you just have the Deathadder and the Viper V3 Pro, right? Like those are your real options. Like
Yeah,
unless you get a Viper Mini Sig, but like that's not even good, is it? Like
go back to yeah, it's not. Go back to the older stuff like Viper V2, I would consider a great maybe even S tier
I think they're
mouse for their
if
time.
we're considering the history of Razer, they're S tier, but like they're great right now.
Yeah.
But the Viper V3 is also just like the mouse.
Yeah. I don't know.
You could argue
I
S
might
tier.
want to bump this go S tier.
You could argue it.
I'll do that for now. We can revisit. Red Dragon, I'm going to lump this in with these guys here. They have good performance, cheap feeling shells, but the price reflects that. Rocket. So this is separate from I have Turtle Beach on here too. So old
Yep.
Rocket mice, weird shapes. I would say for their time they were probably good. A lot of people
What are
made
they
like
now though?
now okay because they're heavy and they have some
Yeah, there you go.
performance issues.
Yeah.
Cyrox, dude, I'd go S tier. To me, they are the $70 benchmark. Every single time I compare a mouse in my
Okay, yeah.
mind, they are literally they're now available in Micro Center. So like you want free 30-day returns? Heck yeah. They only have
All right.
two mice is the thing.
S tier gets five companies. So
Okay,
look,
gotcha.
what do we got left here? It's gonna be one of the companies in great right now because nothing down here.
Yeah.
There are a couple candidates down here. Okay.
Okay. Silicaca, I'm gonna go no.
Okay.
Sprime, this is the same as in Jetso. Sorry, it's only one mouse, but sure, we'll put them together. Steel Series, RIP,
I
dude.
think. Are you sure? The Sprime, whatever was it, PM1 was only, it didn't feel great when you brought it over. You think
Really?
it's great?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, maybe I gotta get with the times. An Ergo that was like a smaller
It's like a
G703
small
shape.
G4. Yeah.
Good side buttons that don't sink in. Polycarbonate shell, decent big skates. Uh, I'm a fan. I don't like the shape that much, but I still use it every
Right.
now and then.
I like the shape and I put that in my hand and I was like, oh, I definitely don't want this. So
I just think they should be in the same conversation as
it's the Jetso.
Ninjutsu. Yeah,
Aren't they kind of dead though? Like they're
they
not
are.
making another Sprime mouse.
They are. But I still got to I think you still got to tie him to Ninjutsu.
That's fine.
What was? Oh, Thunder. Oh, Steel Series. I was gonna say, dude. R.I.P. R.I.P. Are they a no-no? This day and age, they are. But if they
What
just
mouse do they have you can buy and use and be happy with? They
the
don't.
Aerox 9, it's kind of cool.
That's the MMO mouse. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's too big.
Um, I'm still a big fan of the
That's the
Aerox 3.
X3.
It's just that it's heavy.
Yeah. Maybe no.
No. I'm thinking no in this
Yeah.
day and age. How sad. How sad. They used to be good,
Yeah.
great or higher. Thunder Robot. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I've been disappointed. They might have a couple of things that are good. Turtle Beach. So this is the Burst 2 and the Cone Pure Air. These I really like the shapes. They're let down by not a great click feel. They have really good weights.
Are they good or okay?
I would not go okay. I would definitely go good. If they had better click quality, I would go great. But
I've not used them. Okay, to
okay,
be fair.
I
So
would go good. I think they did a good job with them. Vancer, this is a weird one. They have some things that are bangers. Like the original Vancer Gretza was a budget final mouse shape at a really good price. Yeah, $33, dude. But then their more recent stuff like Vancer
you have that
are
one mouse in mind. That's e-waste.
it
Like,
is. It really is. The Vancer Groove and the Vancer Thrash, very disappointed. The
the
Arbiter
Kitsy was kind of a
Kitsu,
disaster too.
it was. It wasn't anything special. Now they sell for
Yeah,
what was the MSRP?
a lot more than $105, I think.
Yeah. Oh, 100
140.
list price of 140. Yeah. So Vancer, I'm gonna go okay
Okay.
if you're
Yeah.
super into the aesthetic. Okay,
Yeah.
Vaxi, what do you think? I haven't you really used Vaxi mice. They're heavy and they're expensive.
Yeah,
But
I
you
agree.
this is a manufacturer that you could main for your entire life.
I think they're great.
Okay, we'll see how.
We'll reevaluate all of great for one more
Yeah.
S tier company.
So VXE, this is I gonna it has to go
It's
with
ATK is
ATK.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And then Wise
What's
Owl.
how good or great? Good.
The Cloud XS is great. The Cloud XS is damn near. If you like the shape, it's like S tier. It's really good. But their
The
other stuff is, I
the
think, just
cloud didn't even get a good tech power review, did it? Right? It
yeah, it
had some
did.
issues.
No, it only had CPI
Oh,
deviation.
okay. I thought we looked at one while we were talking to him that had like.
No, they've been consistent. Yeah, CPI.
Oh, okay. This to me looked bad, but yeah, instability at 2Ks.
Yeah,
But it was highly recommended. Okay,
yeah, and it's cool that they came back with the Sensei shape.
I can go great. I'm okay with that.
Okay. WLMouse. For me, it's S tier, but I can understand disagreeing with that.
They could battle for S tier. Put them in, yeah, put them in great for now, and then
Okay,
we'll.
okay.
I'd say put them in great, and then
Put them in great for now.
they can contend for the S tier when we come back in
Well, no,
two
I
seconds
want
here.
to. We'll come back to it. Xiaopin, I would say great. They're one of the. They're definitely a step above. They have consistently good performance. You have a
Yeah,
Z2. I've only tried a Z1 and the ZPW.
they're just a little heavy. My only complaint about that was it was a bit heavy, and it was still 59, 60 grams. They are pretty great. Yeah,
Yeah, they're good. I don't know. They're damn near like.
everyone gets sort of Borgia seal approval, even after he like stopped giving it as much. Yeah, they do really good stuff. They
They
got a
do.
hap swap.
Yeah, like if they
Yeah,
keep coming out bangers like the ZPW, I'm gonna sort of put them on the level of a Cyrox. Yeah.
this is a great
Zowie.
one for last. Oh man,
Yeah, I would
they're pretty
say
great,
they're probably great
right?
because their shapes are
I don't know.
still they're expensive and
The
they're
more mice I
heavy.
use, also the click feel wasn't even that good on like the U2.
Yeah, that's true. Vaxi's
But
better, straight
they're
up.
better than those companies down there.
I know.
Are they?
Yeah, we
We're
really
not
do
really
need.
organized in
We
these
we can
tiers.
we
They're top of
could.
good.
They're top of
Yeah,
good. Okay, I can sort of organize them. Like Dare You, I wouldn't put top there. I would.
Logitech is top of good
Yeah, Logitech is top of good.
easily.
Something like that. Incot would be higher. Ponage lower.
ROM would be
Keychron
higher.
lower.
This is rough
Yeah.
for those of
Okay.
you still watching,
I know. We've been
and we're
on
just
this.
doing it for good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's compete for S tier. That was a good idea. We can only have five.
So we
So
got right now.
can I argue? Damn, dude.
I think Razor's the first one I would drop.
I agree. Okay. Okay. That was easy.
Yeah,
But they're going to be a high. They're going to be a high
yeah, they're
great
right up
tier
there.
because WLMouse. I've been giving this a lot of thought, Daz. We have a pod topic that is if you can only have. Leave a comment, guys. If you can only have one mouse brand for the rest of your life, who would it be? For me, this is really weird. I keep going back to WLMouse. I love the Strider. I have always loved the Final Mouse ambi shape, both in mini medium, and full size. I have all three, and they all get into my rotation. And they do have an ergo option that is not my favorite ergo, but no ergo really is. They have armor and opticals in all of them. They're lightweight. The magnesium is dumb, but they do at least include good grip tape. And the magnesium does mean that they're like rigid. Good side button quality. They come with
Plus, they
good
started solid
skates.
sides on the
They,
Pro version of
yeah,
the. You had the Beast X Mini, the Beast X Max. I haven't tried the Ying and the Strider, but those shapes that I know I
yeah,
really like.
yeah.
I wouldn't pick them as my company, but I can see why they're a contender. And if I had to, I'd be happy with them.
Okay. So,
So who gets it?
wait, we only have
Who,
four here. Wait, one,
yeah, who
two, three,
jumps?
four.
Who jumps in? I like some of these companies better than Razer. I think I'm okay with us dropping Razer.
Like ATK is who I would probably
My
go
mind
with,
goes to
but Final Mouse and
ATK.
G Wolves.
Am I overvaluing Pulsar? Yeah, I am.
I think so. Not until they have more crazy light stuff.
I
And
really like the Vaxi Sora, but
it's heavy,
it's heavy. They're all
expensive.
heavy. G Wolves. Final Mouse, G Wolves, ATK Razer. Yeah, those are the four options. It's half the tier. What were you thinking?
Um, G Wolves I wouldn't quite do S tier because my mom would hate me, but I do.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
If we go
value.
ATK, we would have to bring in VXC and Mad Lines. I would be okay with that. I do think it's a little inflammatory to be putting them above Razer. I don't know. People also crap on Razer. Razer ships so many mice that people have issues and are vocal about them. Um, I don't know. Do we need five in here?
No, maybe not. None
Okay.
of these are really jumping ahead. We'll do four,
Okay. Yeah.
which technically Lamsey freaking got two of them. So congratulations.
Yeah. Doesn't that say something?
It's
Okay. Well, there's our tier list. So I'll save this. I'll go ahead and screenshot this before like.
like too big to screen. Yeah, zoom out. Yeah.
Yeah. But link in the description, guys. You can go ahead and upload your own to our Discord.
And I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Yeah. Tell us why we're wrong.
It's very subjective.
Yeah, I feel like if we had a third person on this podcast, we could have like swayed a whole bunch of stuff.
If we did it again, 10 plus companies would be in different tiers, probably.
Yeah, I agree.
Between great to good and okay to good, mostly.
Yeah, like Asus has great performance and could be higher. They're just expensive, and to me, they're very uninspiring.
Yeah.
Keychron people are gonna be like, why is that in good tier? Keychron's garbage. I don't know. Rep who's like, people I haven't heard of that anyway. Okay, well there's our list. That probably was like 25 minutes. That's not bad. Okay.
No, it's not.
Let's move on
That's about
to
how long those videos usually are. So
yeah. I don't really want to do our gaming mouse hot takes, so let's go to Reddit recap. Du-du-du-du. All right, Reddit recap. So for this week we had she said it was just for fun, but I think it should be a limited edition. Are these stickers or this is Sharpie?
it's like marker, yeah.
It's Sharpie. Oh, that is cool. That is so cute. Whoever did this.
It is.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is actually adorable. French fries, game controller, your
Yeah.
ivy grows. She left the super light. How aesthetic, dude. Little cupcake, bunny, and dog. I actually really like this. What did people say about it? I saw one person was like, you gotta clear coat it. I'd be scared of ruining it over time. Yeah, it looks good. Clear coat it for sure. I'd coat it and keep it forever. Yeah. Did he say, did OP say if it was like his daughter or his girlfriend or something?
My mind thought daughter the whole time, but who
Yeah,
knows?
I agree, but that is like, that's actually good quality drawing, you know? All right, next thing, Pulsar Feinmann. This is still cool that it just got so much mainstream appeal. Lego mouse. Look at that. It's Lego.
Yeah, yeah.
Neato. Yeah, we talked about that. Oh, this was funny.
This is
Walking.
hilarious,
I
actually.
saw
Yeah.
this when it was like first posted. I comment? I did. Okay. Nice pet mouse. Careful of streets or even pet cats. Yep. So not cute that mouse could be strangled by the collar. Ha ha ha. I said Final Mouse ULX $189. Burberry pet leash $390. Quality r/mouse review shit post priceless.
That deserved to be the top comment.
Yeah. That is pretty funny. Just like think there's a homie's thought process. I'm gonna go make a shit post. I have an idea.
Mm.
Pathfinder by Orbital Works. Heck yeah, we didn't talk about this because I think we've already talked about it on the pod, but it is cool that it's officially released. Boardsy has a video out. Oh, you can see the mechanism, the ratcheting mechanism for
Yeah,
this. Isn't that cool?
it's pretty good. It'd be fun to play around with.
Yeah. I would play around with one. If
Yeah,
they're
of course.
if they're keeping the resale value and I could like get into one for $100 and then flip it after fees and only be out $10, I would do it. I would do it in a
Yeah.
heartbeat. But right now I don't know if it's yeah. It is fun. Oh, we already talked about that news. Tessie's mouse grip or
Oh my
something.
gosh.
Ugh. Look at how
How do
well
you play that
manicured
high
his
level?
fingers are though, huh?
What is that? An ES version of the mouse? Or
Yeah, it's an ES Pulsar
Pulsar?
X Lite.
Yeah, you can see the logo. Yeah.
Yeah. Picked up this
Looks nice.
GPW. How rare is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that might be super rare.
I think it probably is rare.
Whoa,
Yeah.
yeah, that's official. It's an official box and everything. Starlight. There's only 10 of these mice available, and your chances to win increase with each donation.
That's pretty
It's a
sick.
rare thing to have. Sig Sauer edition. Oh, because that's the Team
Yeah.
Solo made. Looks like a Sig Sauer logo. Must be ultra rare. Yeah, I thought they did another TSM collab at some point, but I don't remember the G Pro wireless. This is also not a super light. You can tell by the buttons on the side here and the yeah. People don't realize the original G Pro wireless was truly ambi. You could have side buttons on both
Yeah. Well,
sides. Lego mouse, that's cool. The XCR1 still a banger, dude. Let's critique his collection. Okay, he likes Vaxi.
yeah,
Sure.
not great.
Do you have any other collections to
Nah.
critique? Nah.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Okay. I just love the r/PC master race 19,000 upvotes, dude. Yeah. All right, let's move on to personal ramblings.
Oh, I put way too much stuff down here. Let's go look at my YouTube channel. Subscribe, everybody.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was
what we
watching
got?
Perry the Platypus stuff while you were
That's
helping your
hilarious. Put my
son.
son back down. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Daz Shazak.
This mouse is very good. The RKM3. Still needed to shave in that video. Love that.
I don't think it looks bad. I thought you were going for the look.
Oh, okay. That's fair. My mom tells me she likes it. I'm a little salty about this mouse because they reached out to me like a month and a half before I got it, and then the communication went dry because they only asked me to do a TikTok video, I think, and then they came back asking for a full review. But you have the M30. Yeah. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's good. I don't have a lot of use on it just because I just have so many other mice, and quite frankly,
Yeah.
this sort of Sora-like shape, if I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna use something with Omron opticals. So I guess I don't have the best take. It is an amazing mouse for, I think I got this for like $17.
Yeah, then the RKM3 is only $50 on Amazon with a coupon. 1 day shipping, 39.50, 8K, Sora shape. So,
Yeah, good skates. They come, the skate, how do you feel about mice coming with the skates not installed?
as I said in the video now, big fan. Specifically if you want a battery mod, change switches, just not use the crap skates and have to deal with the adhesive to put aftermarket on.
Yeah.
It's a good choice.
Their skates I'm actually a fan of. They're kind of like WLMouse where they're thick, black, plastic, rounded. Yeah, they're slow.
They're slow for my liking.
They're slow.
Yeah, that bothers me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Almost at 1,100 subs. That's cool. They stopped.
Whoa, you are
That's
still
nice.
climbing. Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Are you doing
Oh,
shorts
what
at all?
else? I haven't gotten anything new in whatever many days since that happened. I only do like spoiler or like teaser shorts thus far. I need to think of another like avenue because it seems like if you do a short, it keeps views flowing to your channel, kind of keeps the juices going. But yeah, nothing new has arrived. So
Oh, sorry. Sidebar. We didn't do I forgot T-Evolution. Where would they have gone?
great.
Great. I think so.
Yeah, that mouse is great. It's not S tier, but it's great. Yeah.
If they have a release that's S tier, it wouldn't surprise me though.
Fun fact: like you can buy the mouse on their website now. Like it's off Indiegogo, but it's full price. It's on Max Gaming now, so it's gone to like the retailers,
Good.
which is cool. Yeah.
Yep, from
But
80
yeah, now
bucks.
the price value is not as high as it was in the like this was 60 for the 8K ready non 8K version, and then if you go to the 8K included version, now it's 105, I think. If you do the little drop down there, and it was like 80. So
Okay.
the Indiegogo campaign was a good option if you wanted that mouse. I have
Yeah.
a bunch of random crap coming in soon. A bunch of keyboards that are in the dock. I
Okay.
think the first keyboard's coming, but that's not confirmed.
This is a good looking keyboard. No knob, so I'm out, but that does look
Yeah,
good.
the reviews are really
Ooh.
good, so I'm really hoping this is coming. It sounds like it is, so I want to review it.
Clean typeface, not adjustable feet.
It's also got Gateron Jades, which I've not tried, and like are like the de facto mechanical switch. So that would be cool to have that benchmark.
Gateron Jades, okay. Yeah, looks good, dude.
The next one is for sure coming and is a very interesting keyboard because you can put both Hall effect and magnetic switches anywhere, or Hall effect and mechanical to any slot in the keyboard. It's like you can have just your WASD Hall effect if you want, and then type the rest of them with mechanical. So
That's
I won't,
nice.
but it's like a cool feature. Yeah,
That's actually really nice, yeah. I
it's a
probably
unique,
would use that feature. It's got a knob.
and it's got a knob. Yep.
Two thumbs up from me.
We talked about the Wooting 60 HE.
Price, though. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
expensive. Yeah, they don't have the glare switches anymore. I found out, so which is interesting. So the switches that they are coming with it are Hall effect, but have a mechanical feeling, is what I was told. So I don't.
Hmm.
We'll see what that's like.
Oh,
We'll see what that's like. Yeah,
so they're not just going to be linear? How does that work?
I don't know what that means. So we're gonna find out. Yeah,
Okay.
I actually may have to hot swap some switches into this. We'll see.
Hmm.
More IEM reviews are gonna come, as much to the chagrin of anybody who's actually subscribed to my channel. Linsole, I don't know what Linsole is, but if you go to Amazon, they sell like every large known IEM. Like so, like if you look at like KZ is a brand, Triple Win or whatever is a brand, but like they're all under this like
Zani.
Linsole umbrella. Like Kiwi Ears is a brand, so and 7 Hertz is a different brand. I'm not really sure what Linsole does, but they just have all of the things. So it's really cool that they reached out because it's theoretically access to anything, and so
Wow. Maybe they're a
I
bit
was
like a
super excited.
yeah, maybe they're a bit like a Lethal Gaming Gear where they're a distributor, but they've also dabbled in making their own stuff.
It sounds like they're sending out the Zigot Lush, uh, which is a more expensive IEM than I've bought, which is cool. Ziigaat, I think. Lush. You'll find it.
Z
It's like not
Z
cheap.
Z yeah.
It's
Uh
$180 for some earbuds. So
wow.
yeah, we'll see if spending more money on IEMs makes them sound good. I mean, top of the line IEMs are like $5,000-$10,000, which is absurd. But
Yeah. Well, that's like that's people like in-ear monitors for like
musicians,
yeah, literally you're on stage
basically,
with them. Yeah.
yeah. But this will be cool to mess around with.
Okay. They look cool.
Z Pro Wireless is coming. I talked to MCHOs about the K7, and they're gonna give. They legitimately were like, sure,
Ooh.
if you when they have more details to share, they will give it to me, and they requested that I make a Reddit post, so I will.
Dude, I am excited for this.
Look
I
out for that post.
okay. I'm excited. The black and gold just looks so clean. I don't know.
It's a good colorway. Yeah,
Yeah, I am a little bit worried that it's gonna feel like a nothing burger in hand. It's just gonna be like, oh, yeah.
could be.
But I don't know. MCHO's has done well. So
Yeah,
59 gram. Yeah, the skates look nice and big. 500 milliamp hour battery. Okay, so it's still gonna be 50 some grams of the battery swap. Eh. Oh,
the last
this
thing on
is
this list
the
is interesting. Oh yeah, the charging base. Yeah,
yeah
yeah, yeah.
yeah. All
So I don't know why I said yes to this. Infic reached back out, but it was clearly a different person, and they asked me to like check out a bunch of their mice. And I said yes to this because I was curious how their 8K implementation is, but it is like 92 grams. So
right.
I'm gonna do a challenge where I make myself use this for like 2 days in game and aim trader, and then report back how it goes. That's like my video idea. I don't know if that's interesting, but
Is it an infinite scroll wheel? Is this kind of a productivity?
maybe. I don't even
See
know.
the like gold X or the
Yeah,
shiny.
it's interesting. Yeah. I said that I was looking more lightweight, and they were like, "Oh, why don't you review the IN6?" And I was like, "Oh, why don't you look at my channel where I reviewed the IN6?" Like, so there's clearly like a disconnect. They
Wait, does
didn't
it say
remember.
2025 on it? Oh no, 3395. I thought it said
But
in the photo, I thought it said 2025. I was like, bro, don't put the date in the product name. Like, okay.
yeah, no one watching this podcast cares about this mouse, and that's fair. I'm not asking you to. So
Yeah.
it's just too heavy.
Yeah. Where it would be useful is if like if this is on Amazon, if you posted a review there, because that's probably where you're gonna have more mainstream buyers.
Yep,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's all I got.
Zaupin ZPW haven't tried a Prime yet, so I don't know if you'll like it. It's an Ergo, and I know how you feel about those, but it's a very
Yeah,
well done, very well done
that's a
mouse.
colorway I got too. Yeah,
Yeah, dude,
it
this
just
is
had to be the
the
choice.
Happy Meal toy, Fallout
It's sick.
76. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Dude, Zaupin. Great mouse. Oh, dude, I need to use this more. Damn, that's nice. Woo! Just something about a narrow ergo gives you a little bit more precision, I think, than a
yes.
big fat one. Okay, so the next we're at an hour 20, so we have like another 20 minutes to kill. Uh, dude, have you ever, okay, here's a discussion topic. Have you ever bought something not mouse related from AliExpress? And I want to show you one that I'm interested in.
Oh, I have, yeah.
You have?
Mm-hmm. A
Have you bought
few
a,
different things.
not a
I have not
platypus?
bought a platypus plush. No, sir.
Again, can I
Why
just
do you want the platypus plush?
because because look at the
What's wrong with you? It's hilarious. Looks like one of those. He's a Pokemon and stuff. I don't have a name. Like, it's like a toad with a leaf hat. Looks like
not Mudkip. I don't know.
uh,
Somebody upload Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. What? What the hell's happening?
Oh, these are pure gold.
You're just dying, dude. Oh my god.
How are you not like? Imagine you're like, oh, cool. I like Phineas and Ferb, and then this is,
Some
and then this
popcorn.
is what shows up at your door. Oh my gosh. I was showing this to my wife because we were so I was laughing on the Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb. There's a really funny, is this the compilation? Yeah. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but my wife and I think it's just this tickles us. So I was like, I'm gonna get you this. And then we looked at the review photos and we were like, hold up. Dude, Perry the Platypus. Freaking full length.
What a pre-roll ad.
Okay, yep,
Oh
there we
my
go.
goodness.
No.
Bye, YouTube.
Yeah, by YouTube. So have you bought anything that's not mouse related?
I bought like a portable DAC amp. Keyboards are kind of mouse related. I bought some
Yeah.
IEMs. Bought a really crappy cordless stick vacuum that stopped working after a couple months for $50. That was a mistake.
Oh damn, like you actually spent $50 on something, huh?
I looked it up somewhere else, like off AliExpress, and they're like, "Hey, it's fine," and it was not
Really?
fine.
Oh,
So
did not suck. Sucked at sucking.
got some random stuff in like those 3 for 3s or 3 for 5s or
Oh
whatever, like
yeah.
little tiny like scale, and I got some like cheap skates and some like thumbstick extenders for a controller.
Yeah, Dollar
I'm
Express.
My crappy like backlights that I use that you saw when you came over came from
Oh
AliExpress.
yeah, okay, that's true.
Yeah, the fill lights. I bought my daughter a little tiny like writing pad. Not like a writing, like a little tiny like tablet where you can just draw on it, like e-ink looking stuff, and then it like gets erased. It's worse than the versions you buy here. Tell you
Yeah.
that much. It's very cheap. So
They're smart with their marketing. Things like the buy more, save more. Their buy more, save more is just such a smart move. Like I'll throw in something that's $5 in order to get me the next coupon code level up. You know?
oh yeah, also like a compressed air, like electric compressed air thing. That was fun. I
Oh,
use that all the time to like quick dust my desk or just like clean things out.
do those actually work good? Because I was thinking about
Yeah, it
one.
does. Yep.
Okay, my coworker has one, and he just annoys the woman in the cubicle next to him with it.
It's pretty freaking loud. Yeah.
Yeah. I've gotten like soldering stuff lead
Oh yeah.
free, which is ironic to buy like lead free stuff from China, whatever. Um, because they're just way cheaper. Obviously, like a ton of mouse modding related stuff, like Dremel bits, like Burbit, these things, and yeah, desoldering irons. Have I gotten like anything that I actually just like use? No, I did do. You know the stupid the watering game, AliExpress
I
watering
do. Yeah, you
plant
showed me
game.
that. Yeah.
Dude, this is such a friggin' waste of my life. But I did it for a little bit, and I've gotten 2 towels. The amount of time
Oh,
it takes,
baby.
though, the progress bar is exponential. Every 5% you go up, it like doubles or triples in the amount of watering you have to do. So you accelerate really quickly. The last 90% is like more than the entire bar 5 times over. It's
It's like leveling in
terrible.
RuneScape.
Oh,
Nice.
rip. Yeah.
Exactly how it is.
But yeah, the
I've
towels from
also like. Oh, go ahead.
they're cheap junk, but they work for drying off
Okay.
the dog when she goes potty.
I pulled up AliExpress randomly yesterday, sitting next to my wife, and I wasn't logged in. I just got a bunch of like sex
Well,
toys.
oh really? Yeah.
It
Well,
just instantly
don't they have like a you have to be 18 or older before to go?
maybe.
Oh,
She was like, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "Oh, let me log in," and then it was just mice,
mice. I know.
IEMs, keyboards. So I'm like, oh, thank
They
you.
they have a pretty decent algorithm for making you doom scroll. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, AliExpress, dude. They're a thing. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about? Yeah, Daz, how's your week been?
I haven't had a lot of sleep, which sucks. It's the worst part, in my opinion, of being a parent thus far. It's just the interrupted sleep for 3 years straight. Not quite 3 years straight, but yeah, it's rough. If I like stay up to edit a video till like 12:30 or 1, like my son will wake up within 30 minutes, and it like will definitely be my turn to go in there. So it's just like, hey, 2 o'clock, I get to start sleeping.
Crazy.
And then my son's been waking up at 6. So rip. Week wasn't bad though. Excited about getting Monday off because Memorial Day. It's nice. Gonna go visit some
Yeah.
friends in Grand Rapids for the weekend.
Oh,
I just
that's
said where we
fun.
live. That's far enough away. Yeah. Grand Rapids is a cool place. Good breweries.
Yeah, known for it.
But
Get your hot passport so you can get your buy one get one 50% off. Check in
yep,
on the Untapped app.
work is busy as ever. Yeah, not much to say about it. So,
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to be working on my deck. I think I showed a picture on a couple streams
yeah.
ago. I
Yep.
need to really finish up because the permit is. Let's bring up something for retention. Go to YouTube, and I don't know. Do we want to look at mouse brands are ripping us off? Who's Techless? Wait a second. Do I know who this guy is? Who is this guy? I don't think I recognize this guy. Techless, 100,000 subs. Oh, this is like a first mouse thing, and he's got a Cyrox. Cool.
I hate when these videos happen. Non-mice people are like, "I'm gonna make a mouse video." You
I
get a
don't know.
billion views.
This might be a good take though. I mean, look at this. He has Mchos,
Oh,
a Mad G, no, a Mad
go back.
R,
He has the best mice video. If you go back,
best wireless gaming mice. Okay, what does he have in? Okay, let's
did he
critique this
timestamp
guy.
it? You son of a.
He did not, because that would be
How
giving
about
it
in the
away.
more? Did he give affiliate
Here we
links?
go.
Okay.
X2H Mini, X2H V3 Mini. Okay, Viper V3 Pro, Vaxi XES, Wizow OGM, Zowie U2, G Pro X Superlight, and a Vaxi NPO1S, and then a
It's
Sora
not.
V2. It's not a bad take. Like, it's not just Logitech and Razer and Zowie. He has Vaxi in there. He has Wizowl in there, and
I can respect
Ninjutsu.
it.
But it's
Yeah.
still not.
It's not correct, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
right. This is from September. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I think you're. Yeah, he's missing out on Endgame gear and Lamzu.
yeah,
Yeah. But then in his other video, he has here Cyrox. Oh,
I
okay.
saw
See
the
you
V6
later.
was there.
Yeah.
He's a monitor guy, huh? Yeah.
Monitor guy. All right.
He had
Well,
some keyboards. That's
clean,
cool.
clean non-clickbaity thumbnails, I guess. So I guess
Yeah, maybe I'll
that's
check him out.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a good channel.
Dual mode monitor. Okay. So I wanted to look up some like gameplay. Who do we want to watch me again? I'm sorry for those ridiculous
The shorts, though, dude. No.
wait, what's the phalanges app? Oh, okay. Well,
Oh my goodness.
should I just go to? Oh, wait a second. I think I can actually bring up
Well, you
actual.
hit 2,000 subs. Should we talk about that?
Oh, I did hit 2,000 subs. Yeah,
Yeah.
I also hit. I can do
Oh, AdSense. Okay.
not AdSense. I'm still a bit a ways
Oh,
on that.
memberships.
Memberships. Here's the thing with AdSense. So the AdSense is you need 4,000 watch hours a year. I'm the only content I'm uploading is MouseCast. And
Yeah.
MouseCast is like exactly, I did the math, I averaged out the episodes and uploading once, assuming once a week. I will like exactly average 4,000 watch hours
That's
a year. This does not
funny.
account for cumulative stuff though, which will be helping. But yeah,
Right.
you are probably gonna hit the watch time before me, I would bet. My
I already
stuff's
hit
just too old.
the 4,000 hours.
Yeah.
I already hit that a while ago.
Oh, or am I thinking of something for AdSense? That's right. Duh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have AdSense. Yeah, you
Yeah.
get $1 a
We
day.
literally talked about that. Hell yeah, $1 a day makes the
Woo.
mice come this way. I don't know.
Makes
Uh,
one ultra budget mouse a month come this way.
I don't know. I could
E-
probably show some gameplay. I know I got a new GPU. I got a 5070 Ti. That's
Oh, I
not
didn't
long
talk about
enough
the OLED
gameplay.
monitor I got either.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk. Sure, let's talk about our
Same
OLED
one you've got.
monitors. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so we'll play
Bring it
this
up.
here. Okay, I will. Not. Do want to boost the quality on this though. If we do go back to it, sure. Okay, so I got um,
I
LG.
literally, I literally told you like one day, like look out for OLED, and then like that night I was like, I bought it. Thank you.
Yeah.
The
So
decisiveness was too high.
the story. Walk us through what made you initially look at getting a high refresh rate OLED. Like what prompted
The way you
this?
talked about it and the way boards you talked about it made it seem like there was like a discernible difference. And that was enough for me with the combination of a random bank account sign up bonus and the fact I can resell my monitor.
Wait,
I'm gonna resell it
random
to a friend cheaper.
bank account sign up bonus? So you got like what?
$450. I did SoFi through Rakuten and their sign
Oh,
up. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I could have referred you too, but I think you would have gotten less money.
So it was like 300 there. And then I signed up for Rakuten 125 and I went to 250 the next day and they wouldn't give it to me. So I lost
Oh,
125 bucks. Yeah.
damn.
They were like, the sign up period is exactly when you signed up, sir. So no.
Damn. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Still 425. This after all the cash back, this is gonna be like 640, 30, 50. That's what it was.
So what do you mean by 640? Because you use which coupon codes?
There was a 10% off that you sent me. I'm not even sure what the black magic behind the adding two dinky little mice that gave me 10% more off, but I did that. And then top cashback was 12%, which, as you've stated, eventually does work. But I'd probably have to ask them to, yeah, you got
Yeah.
this for a little bit cheaper because of the MasterCard promo, I think.
Yeah.
But the price was higher to start with.
Yeah. So I got lucky where I used a Heka zip code. You guys can look this up on Reddit. Sometimes you can get this to work. It's 15% off. We had $60 in sales tax. This was my purchase price, but then I got it in the mail a $200 Mastercard. This was on launch too. I pre-ordered this. Don't pre-order things, guys, but do as I say, not as I do. Top cash
Yeah.
back, and then like top cash back referral. Yeah, this ended up being a little bit wonky. I didn't get this, but I did get 16%. Anyway, it ended up being like $540 out the door, and I did actually just deposit the top cash back into my account. So, yeah, it literally took months. So I ordered this in November. The top cash back I didn't get until like literally 3 or 4 weeks ago.
I guess I didn't account for my Wells Fargo credit card having 2% back, but yeah.
That's good too. Yeah.
Funny thing
So
is I've been using a super curve monitor for a while. Like 1,000R was the like curve rating, and now it looks flat because I've sat here for like 3 hours, but it looked like convex to me when I plugged it in. Like my brain had accounted for the curvature of my previous monitor.
yeah,
1,000R is pretty severe, but it's the same thing I think you had on your previous Samsung as well.
yeah.
Which, do you still have that in
I
use?
do. I do. I
Okay.
should sell it. It's probably worth around 250 bucks, but I don't know. Part of me is also like if I'm not going to go OLED, so what I had was a 32 1440p 240 hertz curved Samsung Odyssey. I forget the exact model number, but
That's the
for
one that I have that you clicked on. But yeah, G65B is what I had. You had G7.
oh, okay, I did. Yeah. For me, if not OLED, this is like really, really good. 32-inch
That's
and
it.
curved. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
But I don't think I'm gonna go back off of this OLED. So
yeah.
I'm gonna resell mine.
Yeah, the OLED is just so nice. So, have you done any Kovacs with it yet?
I did two smooth bots, and I wasn't warmed up at all, and I still scored like 95% of my high score, and it felt like it was moving in slow motion. Honestly,
Yes. It
I could feel
really,
480 hertz. I swear I could feel 480 on a desktop compared to like 240.
yeah.
It makes
Oh,
my
yeah.
144 feel like poop next to
Yes.
me. Like it is discernible. You can tell.
You can tell. The thing is that people don't realize it doesn't make your reaction time any better though. Like it'll make
No, it
you
doesn't.
realize your mistakes, like in smoothbot or in like reactive tracking. It'll make you realize your mistakes better because you can actually visualize them, but you still might not react
Yeah.
fast enough.
You saying that is one of the reasons I wanted to get this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, reactive tracking on 480 hertz OLED is amazing. Just the no ghosting, the changing directions and things are just smooth. Oh my gosh. And then OLED, the deep inky blacks. It's like you put it next to a non-OLED and you're like, "Oh yeah, that's right. This is what I've been missing out on." There's a reason phones don't use friggin' LED screens anymore.
right. And then I think 27 inches is probably a little more optimal for aiming than 32 inches.
Yes
I
and
also
no.
swear to God, that curvature in Rocket League makes me miss shots, but it's just it's easier
That's funny.
anyway.
So, okay,
But
let's talk screen size because you went from you had an ultra wide prior to
I had a
the
32 inch ultra wide 4K. Yeah.
and then you went to the 32-inch G65B.
G65B.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the
And now
miss.
a 27-inch. So you've gone like more and more esports size.
Yeah.
So, pros and cons of each. Like what do you like the most about the ultra wide and dislike the most?
Ultra wide was also 4K, and the successive monitors were 2K. So like single player games on the 4K ultra wide were and are really really good. And I don't need above 144 hertz because I'm like playing on like controller for like Hogwarts Legacy, for example. Um, I got used to the curvature on the G65B. It was so curved that like it really like it took me a while to configure my arm correctly because it had to be so far off the wall with where my desk is,
Yeah.
and like it was super heavy. So it along with my like 4K monitor would start to shake occasionally if I was really moving the mouse around,
Yep.
which
That's
could affect things in
yeah,
the
a
game.
little
Yeah,
jarring.
but
Okay.
this monitor again, I plugged it in 5 minutes before we started like talking about the podcast, but it's already closer to my face because it's I don't know I moved it small or
Yeah.
because it's small I moved it closer and I think I might keep it that way.
Yep.
But my desk is in utter complete chaos right now because I just rush plug this in like the old power cable from my previous monitor is still here.
Yeah.
But
I really don't miss going to a smaller monitor as long as I can move. So when I game, I'm like this close to my monitor. But here we are
you
podcasting.
do
So
that, okay?
yes,
Yeah,
it's on. I have it on a VESA arm. I do that every
me
single
too.
time I sit down
Yeah,
to game. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, I do think the larger screen. I mean, targets will look bigger. But you can just also move your monitor closer to your face. So for
I
me,
agree.
things that matter more are like the OLED and the 480 hertz. Yeah.
Why is Kovacs limited to 360 FPS? That
Oh, I have
makes me so
480 in
hurt.
it.
Maybe there's a setting here I need to update or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, you might
I
have
set my
to.
refresh rate to 480, but the FPS limit was maybe I just need to unlimit it.
It
That's the
might even
problem.
be AMD, your AMD drivers or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see.
it looks convex again. No.
Also another weird one, but LG, I really like their on-screen display. They use the little joystick toggle, which is way better than like
That's
buttons on this
way
side.
better.
I know.
Hmm.
And also, call me a cheater. Their crosshair overlay is really nice. It's just a simple teeny tiny cross or simple teeny tiny dot. It'd be nice
It's
if it was
nice.
outlined, but it's not. And I really like it because in games like in Battlefield, the scope I'm using here with like the little triangle, this doesn't appear well if you are in a bright map and you look up at the sky. But if you use an on-screen crosshair, you still can't see it. It doesn't really help a ton. Like some people are like, oh, it's cheating because it's like, oh, if you're flashbang, you can still see the center of your screen. Or if there's certain games where like certain weapons don't have a crosshair to make it. Dude, I remember the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. The snipers were
Hmm.
perfectly accurate hip fire, but they had no crosshair. And so if you just put a piece of tape on the screen, I don't know. I'm in the belief that like it's definitely a gray area between cheating and not. If I was at a LAN event, I wouldn't use it. Um,
So do you have your real quick question on Kovacs? Do you have your set to 480 then, or like
yeah. No, I have it
okay.
unlimited, I think. Yeah. Because I
The
think
options
my
are the slider ends at 360 is what I missed, but you can type in a higher number.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah. I don't know.
anyway,
I guess that's a discussion topic. Have you ever cheated in an online game?
cheated in like an FPS.
Yeah, or I guess any online game, sure.
I don't think so.
Downloaded
Like I've never
cheats?
used cheats. No.
No.
What the hell's the point?
Yeah,
It's
I
not very
agree.
satisfying, and that was it.
I agree. Yeah,
What
I
do you
don't know.
achieve?
Yeah, you achieve nothing. You just make people mad. And I also think I never have either. I also think it's a slippery slope of like, let's say, let's say you download a really simple, okay, Battlefield's an example of like this game. Uh, if you had a cheat that just made characters like brightly colored, not wall hacking, no aimbot, nothing, but just something that makes them stand out against the stupid foliage and bush hiding corner campers, that would be such a
Hmm.
strong cheat. So you go and download that because you're like, oh, I'm sick of dying to corner campers. Well, then that's not enough, and now you're like, oh, I need wall hacks too, and then eventually, I don't know. So and it also like costs money. I'm guessing, and I don't know. I've never been interested. I would say the closest thing I've gotten to cheating would be if you count it on-screen crosshair. I've
Eh,
done that before, um, and yeah, like I mean, like modded servers and stuff are fun. You know, like you jump in Left 4 Dead and there's like infinite rocket launchers or whatever. That's fun, but that's everyone has that, so that's not cheating. Yeah.
the only
If
thing I've really done for cheating in theory is like some gamer score on like the Xbox 360. You could like plug in a USB and just get the achievements. But then like also, what was the point of
oh,
that?
you
I guess I
remember?
paid for max prestige in Modern Warfare 2, and like I instantly regretted it because then I had nowhere to make progress. It was so stupid.
Oh, wow. Yeah, remember like Game Sharks back in the day for like Game Boys?
Oh yeah, I use those. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I use those too. And like Lego Star Wars are famous for the arrow keys to cheat codes and unlocks.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Hmm.
fun. But I mean, you could buy like the book, the Game Informer book or whatever it was, whatever they were called. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I have no. I don't know. Leave a comment in the down below, guys, if you've ever cheated in an online game and what your justification was for it, and if you still do. Super uncool if like you cheat in an online shooter like Fortnite or whatever.
Fortnite it happens, and yeah,
Yeah,
Call of Duty all over
CS.
the place. Warzone's bad.
Yeah, especially in, dude, the wiggle that killed Tarkov. If you guys want to be sus of everyone you ever play against, go into YouTube and search the wiggle that killed Tarkov. Basically, Tarkov like PUBG, right? But it's on steroids where like if you die, you like lose all your shit permanently. Um,
Yep.
and the cheating in that game is so bad. The amount of wall cheats. It's a open world battle royale like PUBG, but yeah, because everyone has wall hacks. This guy downloaded cheats one day, like to do a documentary video, and he would run into cheaters who he would think, he would see them looking at him through walls and stuff, and because they could see each other looking at each other through walls, they both knew they were wall cheating, so they would do a little wiggle. There's a lean that you can
Oh
do in the
man,
game, so they would each do a lean, the other would lean back, and then they would go their separate ways because they know that they're both cheating. And
that's crazy.
he did this like consistently with a bunch of players in a bunch of lobbies, and he was like, even people who didn't think were cheating, like because they were like weren't good players or whatever, they would then go and do that, and he's like, oh my gosh,
Hmm.
this is so. Yeah, I don't know, cheating in online games, it's not fun. The people who do it, fuck you, and please
Yep.
stop, and I hope you
Straight up.
get banned. But those of you guys maybe who have cheated in the past, leave a comment what your justification was, what your experience was. Maybe there's people out there who are like, yeah, I got mad at a game. Because there's definitely those people out there who like get frustrated with the state of a game and they just hack until they're banned and then they're done with the game. Um, yeah,
I've never gotten it. I don't
I
know.
never have either. And like sometimes you'll see a high rank player with cheats and you're like, wow, you're just gonna throw away your whole account for that. And I've literally talked to people who are like, yeah, I just don't care about the game anymore. Or you do talk to them and they're like, yeah, no, I stole this account from someone. And they go and cheat on it.
It's like when you go on like I'll go on Fortnite tracker because I'm mad about dying, and someone's like lifetime win percentage is like 5%, but this season their win percentage is 80%. It's like, ooh, you're
Interesting,
definitely not
yeah.
cheating,
Were you
or like you
smurfing
definitely just
or
yeah, or, exactly. Yeah,
yeah. No. How do you feel about smurfing in games?
I mostly hate it. I don't ever really smurf, so it just affects me negatively. It happens a lot in Rocket League, which is very frustrating.
Yeah.
People who
So
just having crazy, insane skills who just come around and just destroy you,
yeah.
but they're in your rank.
So if people don't know the term smurfing, it's in like ranked games, right? You have an elo rating that's either public or not, and so it'll put you with people of a similar skill level. Smurfing is going and resetting that, making a new account. So as a really good player, you can go play with a bunch of noobs and crush them. I
I learned
guess
about it in League of Legends, but
Yeah. So theoretically, though, I mean, if you play long enough, then your elo is going to get high enough, and it'll no longer be you won't be able to smurf because you're going to play with people your skill level, right? But I guess then you just go make another account. So that's a problem with like free to play FPS is if you can
And
just
then you
keep
can
making
D-rank.
accounts.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks because then you're letting down your whole team. Oh, that's
Yeah, you lose
dumb.
on purpose. Yeah, people do that all the time in like games. Just when their elo
Oh,
sucks, then they tank it so hard that they just can't ever get it up, and then they just destroy people. Yeah,
that's gross. That's
I don't know how
gross.
much better the algorithms have gotten catching
Yeah.
that, but yeah,
Oh,
people
that's
used to D-rank in
gross.
Halo 3 SWAT or Halo 3 ranked a lot. That was like where I learned about that. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, yeah, I was
you could
about to
D-rank to
be
boost people's rank. Anyway,
I was about to be pretty neutral on Smurfs and like I don't know. Personally, if I'm playing like I guess Overwatch is like the one ranked game I ever played. Uh there's like then somebody really good on the other team. It was kind of I don't know. Overwatch, you could if they were like a really good DPS they could carry a little bit, but it still is a team-based game. So
right.
like you still could deal with them if your team is competent enough. So I was kind of like I think it sucks, but it's like not I'd way rather deal with a Smurf than a cheater. Um But the whole de-ranking and stuff, somebody on your team who just goes AFK, that sucks. So
It
okay,
sucks while they're doing it for their teammates. It sucks while they're playing the other people that they're now like way better than.
yeah,
Skill-based matchmaking doesn't pick it up. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
I,
I,
I, I guess I would smurf to like escape skill-based matchmaking and have fun for 5 minutes. But yeah,
yeah, yeah. There's an argument against skill-based matchmaking. People just end up smurfing. Yep.
or quitting
Um.
in my case.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
quitting. Yeah, seriously. It's funny watching this old gameplay. So this gameplay is from a year ago. So this is like I had maybe like a few months into this game. So I definitely got good at like knowing the maps and knowing where enemies would be. But it's funny, mechanically my aim has improved actually quite a bit. Um,
Nice.
I was playing a teeny bit today on the Artisan Type 99, control pad, and this is too slow of a pad for me. Maybe with fast skates it would
Yes.
be mainable, yeah. But I gotta say, after coming from speed pads, it is really nice to do target transitions, and as long as you transition correctly, the deceleration from the control surface is quite nice.
It makes
Um,
some things easier, but it just doesn't feel fluid.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I question using speed pads sometimes, but
yeah, and this is also an Xsoft, and I know I tense up and I push into the pad when I'm
yeah. That's
and
not bad.
yeah, yeah, I definitely prefer firm. But yeah, this is a good pad. The 500 by 500. I was using the Matrovas, which were 600 wide. 500 by 500 is still quite nice. I also got a,
Plenty.
I
Yeah.
got a Raiden. So tell me how I did on this trade, Daz. I met up with this guy in the Micro Center parking lot. I traded a new in box Kaisona Uranus 3395, just a black one, and a Hitscan Hyperlight in black for
8K, 1K.
8K. It had the little Hitscan dongle.
They're both the same.
Oh, maybe it was. I told him I think it's the 8K, but maybe not. I don't know,
Oh
whatever.
boy.
Um,
Yeah.
he gave me a Raiden Soft XL square black.
XL or XXL?
Sorry, the square, whatever the 500 by 500 size.
XXL.
Okay. Type 99. The Type 99 had the blood stain in it though, so I was able to get that out. But that probably made the pad only worth $25. Um, and he also gave me $10.
I think you fleeced him.
Did I?
I think so. The hit scan is probably like $60. The Uranus is like what, 30?
Mm-hmm.
XXL artisan pads go for like $60 at least. 50, $60. And
Do
he gave
they?
you money on top of it. I would put the Type 99 at full value because you cleaned it and it's like new. So,
Okay, well,
but I guess
that's
in
not the
that,
state that he gave it to me in, though. I mean, would you take a pad with a bloody nose drip on it?
no, I wouldn't. I
I
guess
don't
in
know.
its state it wasn't bad, but when I read the message because you posted it on the server, I was like, wow, he came out way ahead. But I
Yeah,
also desire those pads way more than those mice.
maybe.
I have a
So
yeah.
I looked. The hit scans, they seem to sell pretty.
Are
You
they
could,
more than that?
yeah, I would say more like 70 to 80. I
Oh,
also wasn't
okay.
sure if I had the 8K dongle or not. And this was, I mean, I don't know if they're all good QC, but
I
this
think it
one
was
was a
pretty
good
fair then.
QC. And then the Uranus was new in box. Um,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. The artisan pads, one thing that's tricky about them is in-person transactions, you then don't have to ship it. Shipping sucks.
That's true.
Shipping mouse pads sucks.
Shipments are bad.
And
Yeah.
and Artisans is ship flat. So I don't know. I'm trying to tell myself that I didn't fleece him. I don't know. He and I also, it's kind of like he's given me some insane deals, and I've also given him some insane deals. Like we have a thing, like he still uses
Oh, is
wired.
this what's this?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
yeah, you can Karma FPS on Reddit. You guys
Yeah.
can look him up. He's a really good Overwatch player. He uh he and I have a thing where like I make paracords for him all the time, and I don't charge him. But then at the same time, he's also like straight up given me like pads and stuff before. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a stranger. That's fine then.
Yeah, he's probably given me better deals than I've given him.
Okay.
But I think I tend to buy from him more than he buys from me. He definitely has like goaded not goaded. What do the kids call it? He's a connoisseur. He has a very good taste. A based. Like he'll use like wired Viper Mini all day long. Um,
Nice. Nice.
yeah. Yeah. And something interesting he said was so he has rather small hands, so he's like always looking for mini versions of things. And he's like, dude, I wish I had your hand size because so many more mice would be compatible. And I never really thought about that. But yeah, I can like BeastX Mini, like Final Mouse Mini size, is about as small as I can go. But that's kind of like as small as normal sized mice get.
Yeah. My 19 by 10 hands are very versatile in that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. So yeah, like for him, he just couldn't. He just straight up can't use GPX Viper V3. Never
Yeah,
even bought
crazy.
them. Never even
The
tried them.
flagships. Yeah.
Yeah, way too big.
And they won't
Um,
make many sizes of them. So
yeah,
rumored GPX mini, but
yeah. Okay. Do we want to wrap it up here?
yeah, I'm literally doing occasional like Kovacs while we're talking right now because I just want to test this monitor so badly.
Yeah, dude. All right. Well, guys, let
Uh,
Daz have some fun. So thank you all for listening. If you enjoy this podcast, contributing, and share it with your fellow mouse nerds. If you have a question, leave it in the comments below or message us on our Discord. We're pretty active there. We'll be back next Friday with another one.
we'll see you.